Hey everyone, I think time has finally come to stick up and stand up for our fly brothers and sisters. I think we are more and more left alone in this world. It's kind of a little, would it be a rant video? I don't know, my own opinion anyway, but from the few mails I had this week, I think it's not only me. And what I'm talking is, like, of course, fly versus jerk. Now, I don't know if many of you remember the first few episodes, like these ones. And those ones were great at the time because it was one guy versus one guy, two different methods on the same boat and on the same body of water. And that was really exciting for us. As much as fly anglers and as lure anglers, it was nice to pitch the two techniques together. It was a friendly kind of competition at the time. It was really good fun to watch, and it went on for quite a few seasons like this. And I don't know what went wrong after. I kind of looked back through the seasons when they were, and I think, what did we have? Yeah, I think in season one we always had, as a fly angler, we always had Nicholas Bauer. It was great to see him at the time. It was like showing his evolution in fly fishing for pike, because it has changed a good bit if you look from the first episodes as well. Nice to see the evolution in the rods, in the techniques and the flies. And the lure fishing was fun as well. They were not fishing with a specific brand, a specific color at the time. It was just a nice fun, like two guys going out fishing together. We had season 1, season 2, season 3. Season 4 was fun as well. We had Truman Tronstedt, we had Clay Schwarzenker, Truman Tronstedt, Will Yohe. So there was quite a few cool guys, and it was fun to see and to watch. And this went on till about, I think, season 7, after they started to introduce more teams, but it was good. It was still a 2v2. But the problem I had at that time is that everybody was separated. It lost that spice of 1v1 on the same lake, same condition, same weather. So it was a fair competition at the time, and it was more interesting to watch as well. I feel now the modern competitions are kind of washed out and lost into all the gear now, and the live scopes and the boats, and has lost that kind of primal feel that them first competition has. So even they were still fair in the numbers of teams, I think the fact that they were starting to fish in different lakes was affecting the fishing. So it was a more kind of a lottery for the guys that were finding the right spot at the right time. So that was a little bit of a loss already on the program, but never mind. I kept on watching them because it was still a little bit interesting anyway, because we're following these teams since day one. And then I think season 9 we had 3 lure team versus 2 lure team, 2 fly teams, sorry. So we're starting to see a different balance into the program starting to come. And then I think season 10 is when I completely stopped watching the program, because we had 1 fly team against 7 lure teams. So I agree, like it could go into a different direction, and obviously that's what they went for in Canada Gratis, because I think the money was there and the big sponsorship started rolling in, which is kind of normal. But then they should have made a second competition or something aside, but not more fly versus jerk, because it has lost everything. As a fly angler, I'm sure, like, when I read the comments of the new season coming out, and I quickly done a wee check there to see how it was going, there's just tons and tons of comments on the lure guys. So obviously the program's been taken over by the lure guys, which it's okay. That's the way it goes, I suppose. It's the natural proportion. We don't have too many fly anglers out there compared to the lure anglers, but you can't stop thinking that money has ruined the show. That's my feeling. Maybe it's something different. I'm curious to see how you feel about it. This is like a free opinion channel, so put what you think in the description below. But yeah, I'm missing the 1v1. And I think I'm still waiting for my operation on my leg, which is coming next month. So I'm hoping to get back on form for next winter, hopefully. But if not, it'll be 2026. It'll be next year when I'll be doing this, because I'll be fully able to walk and run and jump. But I'm thinking of bringing back that first episode essence of the show, doing a 1v1 series with another guy. And the way I'm thinking is to even do two guys that can fly and lure fish. So it'll be interesting to swap the technique. One day, one guy do the fly, the other guy do the lure, and the next day we swap. One change to the lure, the other one change to the fly. And it'll be interesting to see. Do a 3-day kind of camping, a bit of fun. We could have different teams like that if you know people. I'm curious to see the interest that we have here in Ireland. Of course, everybody from outside Ireland are welcome to come. We'll probably be doing this something like, I'm thinking, early June, when the fishing is still decent here and we can still have a bit of sport before it gets too hot for the pike. Usually June is still a cracking month. I have my best fishing quite a few times in June here in Ireland. So a lot of people think May, April, but June, it's kind of fun because you get, especially for the fly anglers, because you have more vegetation. It's a more shallow kind of fishing, so it gives a bit more chance for the two teams because lure fishermen can adapt to these shallow conditions as well. So yeah, that's my thought, because like I said, I've been very disappointed with the program, the way it went, and I think, like, by the comments I'm getting and the few mails I got this week, since the program started, there's a lot of unhappy fly anglers. So I decided kind of to stick up for you guys, even if lately my channel has been kind of lure orientated, but I'm getting back into the fly once I'm fit and healthy to run and cast a fly rod. At the moment, I have lures drying over there, and they'll be ready soon to go on the website. But yeah, I wanted to touch on another point from the last episode that I watched there, that's airing at the moment. They're saying, "Oh, sorry, we don't have a fly team this year, but if you want to participate next year, why don't you come along?" Well, it's not that easy to come along to something like this. You need time, you need money, you need sponsorship. It's not open, like they kind of throw it out in the air. Come with your mate and a ham sandwich and you'll be grand for the competition. This has gone a really big competition, which big sponsors are involved, and if you want a fly team, it's not going to be a couple of mates. They're going to drive wherever they are and be able to keep a level of fishing as important as the guy with the lures, because that's what they want at the end of the day. You don't want to be trashed by the guys on the lure, you want to trash them. So as a fly angler, that's what you want to do. So I don't understand how Canal Gratis has not found teams. I mean, being a Nordic kind of a channel, you think there's loads of companies up there into the fly fishing. You have Guideline, you have Loop, you have so many others that I probably forget. And I really don't understand why there's no proper fly team. I mean, was it last year or the year before we had Hardy? And that was a disaster. Like, sorry to the guys fishing that competition, but I thought they were more trout fishermen than pike fishermen. They struggle a bit, and looking at the flies they were casting and how they were casting, I think they just like represented Hardy. They just grab a couple of guys that are fish for trout in reservoir and tell them, like, here, throw a 9 weight for 3 days and see what happens. And that's why I think that team only stayed once and didn't come back. I think it's sad. So yeah, so I'm not crying for a sponsor to do fly in versus jerk. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm doing is creating a brand new fly versus jerk, and which should be small scale, and but we can do few different boats, few different teams. I think that could work, but everybody would be on the same water on the same day, and I think it'll make it fair. And the swap around even would be for bonus point. If teams can swap around, you could add bonus point. All that can be decided at a later stage, but I think, yeah, I think a lot of people seem to be interested in that, yeah, grassroots movement. Go back to the basics, I think, and that's what we want. All right, fuck the corporations. Go back to the grassroots, tie some chicken feathers and chuck them with a bamboo rod, and I think that's what I'm about. Go back to nature and enjoy time with your mates, and now that we have video editing, we can share that with you guys. Again, thank you for all the latest subscribers. Nice little jump again this week, so keep going. Keep if you like that channel, yeah, keep subscribing, whatever you need to do. There'll be another video coming. I'm going to talk about rats next one. So rodents, early season rodents. A lot of people think it's a summer kind of a fishing technique, anything on the surface, especially rats and mouse. But for me, early in the year is when I get the bigger fish. Not the most fish, but definitely the big fish on rodents. So that'll be the next video coming out. If you're up for that challenge to come, even like I said, if you come from abroad, we can find a place and we can get you lodged, and we can have a nice long weekend fishing with mates and have a bit of fun. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.